Keshav Bhajanka, Executive Director at Century Plyboards, joins us on the show right now to tell us what his industry's demand is from the Finance Minister this time around. Keshav, hi, morning. Good to chat with you as always. Tell me, what is it that you're expecting from the upcoming budget? What could it entail for construction and building materials sector? And, how is that going to impact your business?
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Firstly, I think that we are very closely intertwined with the real estate sector. So a lot of the asks or a lot of the hopes are going to be dependent on the real estate sector itself. So in line with the same, I think that the tax exemption on the interest paid towards home loans, I think coupled with the fact that we're expecting some repo rate cuts in the current year, will most likely lead to an increase in demand. So I'm hoping that that takes place. Alongside that, one of the biggest issues with affordable housing today, particularly in metros and tier one cities, is the limit of 45 lakh rupees. I'm hoping that the government revises this upward in line with the increase in real estate prices in the recent past. Alongside the same, as you know, the furniture sector has been hoping for PLI schemes for quite a few budgets now. So I'm hoping this is the budget where furniture will finally get a PLI incentive, and that will really help us become global players and spur the demand for our product categories.
Like you said, you're very closely knit with the real estate space, and also with real estate, infrastructure development is something that's going to be very keenly watched when it comes to budget announcements. How does the company plan to leverage any proposed increase in infra spending from the budget?
I think the let's give credit where credit is due. The focus on infrastructure in the past few budgets has been exceptional, and we're just hoping that it continues on similar lines. And I think the infra expenditure is going to benefit not just us, but every single industry long term. So I think that in line with the same, capex for quite a few sectors have increased. Capex for us in particular has increased substantially in order to take advantage of this push that the infrastructure expenditure is likely to give the whole economy in both the medium and the long term.
Okay, thanks for that view coming in. Also, Keshav, another sector that's going to be very closely watched is the entire affordable housing space. We've spoken about the premium end, but what about the affordable segment? Because with the government's push for affordable housing, like we've seen coming in the previous budget as well, how does the company plan to align the product offerings to meet the demand of this sector when we talk about affordable in particular?
So if you look at our basket of products, we have plywood, which of course is the most premium wood panel product. Then we have MDF or medium density fiberboard, which is a slightly lower cost product. And then we have particle board, which is a further cheaper alternative. So in line with the push on affordable housing, we have actually increased our capacities in both MDF and particle board, alongside a focus on our economy range of plywood, which is called Scenic. I think this is going to help us to capture or to gain from this entire thrust on affordable housing. So I think that we are well stocked, and a lot of the investments we have made have been in order to gain advantage from the government's thrust.
And also give us a sense of what you're expecting to hear around the smart cities announcement. This is something that we have been hearing in discussion. Some announcements were heard in the previous budget as well. Now, with the government's continued focus on the development of smart cities, what role do you anticipate you can play when it comes to providing building material for infra and housing projects?
I think the focus on smart cities has been there for some time now. And the need for urbanization is clear. The need to actually decentralize urbanization has been clear. And our presence as a pan-India player has really helped us in line with the same. Our distribution infrastructure has been increased substantially over the course of the past 3 to 4 years. And that has helped us to take advantage of this thrust towards, or this increase towards smart cities. So I think going forward, we're going to be investing in the same lines, further reinforcing our supply chain, and we're going to try and cater to the additional demand that comes from this initiative as well.
We are talking about the budget. Let's shift focus slightly away from the budget. Keshav, give us a sense of what you're expecting on the exports front. Do you think any budget measures that could be announced could potentially enhance the export opportunities for your products, especially when it comes to incentives and subsidies?
Definitely. Like I said, one area where we're expecting some sort of an intervention is a PLI scheme for furniture. As you know, most of our products go into furniture. And India has every opportunity, and I'd say India has the right to become one of the largest furniture manufacturers and exporters in the world. But the segment requires a little bit of push because it's a capex heavy segment. I think that scalability is very important in furniture if you want to meet economies of scale, if you want to have a global competitiveness. So if a PLI scheme comes, which we're very hopeful for, it'll boost the furniture sector and, of course, our segments as well.
Keshav, thanks so much for joining us. Pleasure chatting to you as always. And thanks for sharing your budget outlook and how your company plans to gain from that.